You know, we're gonna have tropical birds, you know, those colorful birds that be in the rainforest. Hey, they gonna be in our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be paradise, man. The water is gonna be pure. You know, the water is gonna be all fresh and ain't gonna be no pollutants in it. You know, it's gonna be a certain color that's just gonna give off a certain vibe, man. That's just gonna make the whole kingdom just precious, man. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? You know how you have the river, and you have the rocks at the bottom of the river, man. The rocks at the bottom of the river, the rocks at the bottom of the river is gonna be all kind of different jewels, man. That's crazy. The water gonna be so clear you can see through the water, and at the bottom of the water is gonna be all different types of precious stones, man. You know, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna have gold at the bottom of the rivers and shit, man. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't want the kingdom of heaven, man. Let's be real. We in a shithole right now. We in a shithole. You want to talk about luxury? Hey, that's luxury. That's beyond luxury. You know, that's a constant VIP status, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read this real quick. This is let me see. This is Isaiah 11:6. And it says, and the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. So you're gonna have our kids, you're gonna have our children in the kingdom. They're gonna be playing with wild animals. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be no animals in our kingdom that's gonna be tearing each other apart and eating each other in our kingdom, man. Outside of our kingdom, you still gonna have animals. Outside of our kingdom, you still gonna have animals doing what they do. You know, you're gonna have animals hunting other animals and things like that. But in our kingdom, hey, animals all gonna get along. They ain't gonna be killing each other. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have a different diet. You know what I mean? And our kids are gonna be free, man. They gonna be able to, we won't have to be looking out our window constantly hoping nobody kidnap our damn kids, man. They're gonna be able to go out free and pay. They're gonna be able to go out freely and play with the animals and the other kids that's in the kingdom with no worries, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have to constantly keep an eye on our kids. Hey, they leave the home, they leave the palace. Hey, they'll be back. We'll know they'll be back. We'll know that they gonna be back, man. We ain't gonna have to constantly keep yelling outside, asking where they at, looking out the window, hoping they don't get hurt. You know, looking out the window, hoping nobody ran off with them or they got lost or something. We ain't gonna have to worry about none of that shit, man. We ain't gonna have no worries in the kingdom, man. Our kids, hey, once they leave, hey, let them go play. Go play with the lion. You know what I'm saying? Go ride on the giraffe back. You know what I'm saying? Go ride on the rhino back or something. You know what I'm saying? Go play with the anaconda. You know? That's how it's gonna be, man. They're gonna be playing with all different types of animals. You know? But outside of our kingdom, hey, these other nations, they still gonna be getting attacked by animals. You know? But these animals, they gonna be in subjection unto us, man. They not gonna be trying to attack us or anything like that. We're gonna be able to tell them what to do. You see? But let me go where I left off at. This is and it says, and the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. So the predators in our kingdom, they're gonna have a totally different diet. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be eating grass, eating plants, eating fruit. You know? You ain't gonna see a lion chasing a fucking cow through the city, trying to bite its neck and rip him open. No, man, they all gonna get along. You know what I'm saying? The cattle, the little baby calves is gonna be playing with the cubs of the lions. You You know, and then our kids, our babies is gonna be playing with the cubs of the lions and the calves. And it's just gonna be a whole new level of harmony in our kingdom, man. It's gonna be mind blowing, man. We're gonna constantly be smiling, man. You know, constantly. It's paradise. That's what it's supposed to be. That's how it was made to be, man. A paradise for us. A place that we can actually relax, man. You know, a place that we can actually get rest. We ain't got no rest here in Babylon. We ain't got no rest here in America, as well as any other place that we go to, man. All the other nations hate us, and we hate them. Fuck them. You know, even in the kingdom, we ain't gonna give a fuck about these other nations, but hey, they gonna give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? We only gonna love and look out for our people, man. You know what I'm saying? These other nations, hey, they gonna have to follow our rules and our laws. If they don't, they gonna get punished for it. You see? So we gonna look out for our own. That ain't how it is now. You know what I'm saying? You got Jake shooting each other down in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna really have a brotherhood in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be looking out for each other on a whole new level. You know? You ain't gonna see no homeless people. You ain't gonna see no homeless people in our kingdom, man. You know, the very least in our kingdom is not gonna be homeless, man. Hey, even the least in our kingdom, hey, he gonna have women. He gonna be decked out with jewels. He gonna have his own home. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be on the high stature of an elect member, but hey, he's still gonna be flourishing. You know? He's still gonna be able to do what he wanted. He's still gonna be able to kick his feet up and relax and have rest, man. And have beautiful women to come to his every need, man. You know, we ain't gonna have no fucking homeless people in our kingdom, man. Esau don't give a fuck about the people of his kingdom. That's why he even got his own people that's homeless with no money, man. Here it is, you send $60 billion to Ukraine, but you got your own people out here starving and begging for money, man. You got all these Edomites out here that's homeless begging Jake for money. And this y'all kingdom, that's crazy. You know? That's wild, man. And it says, this is Isaiah 11:8, and it says, and the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. You know, so I think that's like a snake, a poisonous snake or something, the cockatrice den. So I think that's like, it's saying that the sucking child is gonna play with poisonous serpents in the kingdom, man. That's how much of a level that we gonna be on, man. Our kids, our babies is gonna be playing with poisonous snakes, you know, and not getting harmed by it. You know what I'm saying? And that lets you know that that's another indicator that it's gonna be sex in the kingdom. That lets you know that it's gonna be sex in the kingdom, man. That lets you know women are still gonna be getting pregnant in the kingdom, because it says a sucking child. What's a sucking child? That's a child that's getting breastfed. A sucking child is a child that's getting breastfed. So that lets you know that there's gonna be sex in the kingdom. Women are still gonna be having babies. Women are still gonna be getting pregnant. And that lets you know that heaven, it's gonna be on, the kingdom of heaven is gonna be on the earth. You know what I mean? Because in the spiritual world where our Father, Yahweh, is, hey, it ain't no need for an animal to be up there eating grass, man. That lets you know that the kingdom of heaven is gonna be here on earth. You know? Where the lion is gonna be eating straw like the ox. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be here. And it says the sucking child shall play with poisonous serpents, man. So that means a child that's getting breastfed, and that cuts that hole, that it ain't gonna be no sex in the kingdom, man. Women still gonna be getting pregnant. Women still gonna be getting married off. Women still gonna be having sex. hey, they still gonna be breastfeeding. Cause that's what women have breasts for. That's the whole purpose of a woman having breasts, is to feed her kid, man. In this society, women don't do that. They buy formula, you know, and women just use they tits just to show them off on social media. But in the kingdom, hey, y'all gonna use y'all breasts for what they were created for, and that's to feed your kids, man. So a sucking child shall play with poisonous serpents. So that lets you know it's gonna be, yes, brothers, it's gonna be sex in the kingdom. Women, you still gonna have a lot of beautiful women. They still gonna be able to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's just what it's gonna be. You're gonna have a lot of women that's gonna be pregnant, man. Because the scriptures do say that damn, I can't really think of what it is, but it says, one man of you shall be a strong nation, shall create a strong nation, you know? So one man in our kingdom is gonna create a whole nation, man. You know, because it's gonna be a lot of Israelites in our kingdom, you know? And that's what the scriptures say, man. Hey, Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. You know, you can't number the sand that's on the beach, man. You can't count it. So yeah, man. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of sex in the kingdom, man. A lot of kids, a lot of babies. You know, so we ain't gonna be, Christians think we're gonna be in the spiritual world, floating on clouds, you know, playing harps all damn day. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think it's gonna be like. That's what they think it's gonna be like. They think we're just gonna be floating on clouds. And I don't know what Christians think, man, because I was never a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I always believed in God. I always believed in a higher power. But I wasn't going for that Christian bullshit, man. It wasn't resonating with my spirit, you know. But that's another topic for another time. But let me go into this other scripture real quick. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 2:9, and it says, but as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ears have heard, neither have entered into the heart of men the things which God had prepared for them that love him, man. So the ones that love the Most High, and how do you love the Most High, man? Hey, you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And you keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? You put your best foot forward, you give it your all. That's how you showing the Lord that you love him. That's how you showing the Most High that you love him, man. That's how you showing the Lord that you love him. You know? Doing what he told you to do. In this world, they teach you that love is not an action. They teach you that love is just an expression. You know what I'm saying? They teach you love is just an expression, it's just a feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe. No, man, hey, love is an action, man. Because I can tell you I love you and then slit your throat the same night while you sleep. Which a lot of people in this kingdom, that type of shit go on all the time, man. People tell you they love you, then kill your ass. But if we went off the way the scriptures have it, as seeing love as an action, if you say you love somebody, you wouldn't want to try to harm them. You know? You wouldn't be trying to plot on them to steal from them or try to kill them when they got their back turned, man, if you love them. So love is the action. So when we say we love the Lord, man, we try to do right by him. We try to do what he says. It says, if you love me, you would keep my commandments. So if you love the Lord, hey, there has to be an action. You have to try to keep his commandments, you know, and put your best foot forward to the best of your ability, man. And be persuaded in your own mind. You have to be persuaded in your own mind that you meeting his standards. You know, you have to be fully persuaded that this is the truth. You have to be grounded, and you have to be fully persuaded that you meeting his standards to the best of your ability, man, and that you trying, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you showing that you love the Lord, man. But it says, as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man. So even though you got brothers out there that imagine different things of what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like, hey, the Lord said it hasn't even entered into neither one of our minds of the things that he has prepared for us, man. Which means nobody on this planet has ever thought of it. Nobody on this planet has even thought about imagining it. The things that he's going to give it hasn't been thought of. It hasn't been imagined before. It says it hasn't entered into our hearts, and your heart goes into your mind. So there haven't been an imagination or a thought of the things that the Lord got coming for us, man. We haven't even thought of it. And that's deep. Because here you got, Jake got an imagination, man. Jake can think of all kind of things, but the things that the Lord got prepared for us, man, they haven't even entered into our thought yet. We haven't even thought of it. We ain't gonna know it until we see it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna know it until we see it, man. It's never came to us before. It's never came across our minds before what the Lord, these things that the Lord got coming for us, man. And that's crazy. That's hey, if that don't show you that the Lord loves his nation, man, I don't know what to tell you. You know? But I'm gonna go into this last scripture. After this, I'm gonna read this one more time, and then I'm going to this last scripture, and then I'm gonna close it out. You know what I'm saying? It's raining out here and shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. And it says, but as it is written, I have not seen nor ears have heard. So it's gonna be so many things that we haven't even seen with our eyes. It's gonna be sounds that of different animals and different technology and different worlds and all different types of things and sounds that we never even heard before. And it's gonna be things that we never seen with our eyes before, man. It's gonna be things we never thought of before, man. It's gonna completely blow us off our feet. That's how it's gonna be, you know? But it says, these are the things which God have prepared for them that love him, man. So the ones that love him, hey, these are gonna be the Israelites that get these things that he's gonna have for us, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it's gonna be. You know? That's just what it's gonna be. I'm gonna bring this last scripture out. Then after that, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit. Then I'm gonna close it out. You know, because you can go all day on the kingdom of heaven, man. Hey, you can go all day on it. You know what I'm saying? Because our kingdom is it ain't gonna have no limits. So you'll be able to keep going on and going on and going on about the kingdom of heaven, man. Just off these scriptures alone, you can keep going off of it. You can keep going on about it. Just off these scriptures. And these scriptures only give us just not even 1% of detail of how the kingdom is going to be. But even with those alone, you can keep going off of it. So imagine once we know all the details of our kingdom, hey, it's going to be continuous, man. You know, it's so much that you can keep saying about it. You know, it's so many ideas that can come to your head about it. But like the scriptures say, it's things out there that the Lord is going to present to us that haven't even crossed our minds ever. You know, and that's hard. That's cold. That's a cold ass scripture. But this is let me see. This is Revelation 21:4. And it says, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for former things are passed away. So once this world is gonna pass, this world is gonna pass away, man. This kingdom, This day and age, this eon, this world that we living in now is gonna pass away. That's why we tell Jace, hey, don't put all your faith and don't put all of yourself into this kingdom, man. This shit is going down the toilet as we speak. You know? This shit is going down, man. They literally have a 2030 agenda to get everybody implanted. To put that implant in your forehead or your right hand, like Revelation say. They trying to do that by 2030. And I just seen another article that's saying that they even gonna be able to do it before then. So this span of this next few years all the way into 2030 is gonna be, man, you're gonna see America go through some drastic changes, man. You're gonna see America go through some real changes. I ain't saying that between them times is the times that the Lord is gonna come back or anything like that. You know, because that might happen even earlier. It might not even be 2030 before the Lord makes his grand entrance, man. You know, because they can cause some kind of major disaster and start getting everybody implanted like next year. You know, so you never know. But all I know is they trying to have that shit established before 2030, man. So we're gonna see a lot of shit change and a lot of shit going on between that time, man. That's only a few years from now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, these things that these devils got planned can happen way before then, man. That's just that's the latest time that they got set. It can happen any day, you know? All I know is some major events is gonna happen between now and 2030, man. It's gonna be some crazy shit going on. And that's just the latest. You know what I'm saying? That's the latest time, but it can happen, things can happen way before then, you know? So for you Jakes, man, I wouldn't put out my whole life into this kingdom on this side, man, because hey, you're gonna have to die with it, you know? Jake finally get rich and start being successful right at the end of Esau kingdom. Now he want to keep it. Nah, fuck all that shit. Let that shit ride. You know? Let that shit ride. Cause what the Lord say? Hey, he said that he shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, from our eyes, the Israelites, because we've been suffering. And it says, and there shall be no more death, because we're gonna have new bodies. We're gonna be immortal. We ain't gonna have no more death. We gonna be living forever. And it says, neither sorrow. So you ain't gonna see sorrow from us. You know, we're gonna have dead relatives, people that done died. Hey, they gonna come back in the kingdom. So hey, they ain't gonna be no more sorrow once this is over, because we know once they come back, hey, they gonna be able to live forever just like us. So if you have dead family members that die on this side when all this shit take place, hey, just know that in the future, the Lord, he's gonna wipe all the tears from our eyes, man. They gonna be no more. We ain't gonna have to feel that feeling no more after that, you know? And that's just us being tried through the fire anyway. That's just us being refurbished as gold. That's us being tried as gold when all these things happen, you know? Because in order to change someone, man, they have to go through some drastic changes. So in order for us to be purified, hey, we're gonna have to go through some drastic changes, man. And that might mean seeing some of your family members get put to death, man. Because that's gonna cause you to change. That's gonna have, and you seeing that you live after that, it's gonna have you put more faith in the Lord. Hey, that's gonna refine you. That's gonna make you more appear as gold in the Lord's eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. And it says, so neither sorrow, it says, nor crying. So there ain't gonna be no more crying, because, hey, our kingdom is gonna be glorious. It's gonna be filled with nothing but joy. And we're gonna know that this world ain't coming back. We're gonna know that our people is gonna be ruling forever. So we ain't gonna have no more tears, because our kingdom is gonna be a paradise, man. You know? And it says, neither shall there be any more pain. And that goes for emotional pain. That goes for mental pain. That goes for physical pain, because we're gonna have new bodies. We ain't gonna feel pain no more. You know? We ain't gonna be going through emotional pain, because our nation is gonna be on the top for eternity. You know, we're gonna be in our glory forever at that point. So we ain't gonna have no more emotional pain. And mental pain, we ain't gonna be going through that. We're gonna be able to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments perfectly. We ain't gonna be going off, so we ain't gonna have no worries. about if we doing the right thing. So no mental pain, you know. And it says, there shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away, which is talking about all the things that was harming us or coming against us or making us go off, or anything negative that happened before then. It's all gonna be passed away, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna be passed away. And it's a scripture. I didn't get it, but I'm gonna elaborate on it a little bit. It's a scripture. What was it? I'm gonna elaborate on it a little bit for a minute before I close it out. But it said, roughly paraphrasing, it said that in our kingdom, once we gonna be so connected to our Father that He's gonna grant our I ain't gonna say our wish, but He's gonna answer our prayer before we even ask Him for it. You know. So here it is. Here it is, man. Whatever you desire, whatever it is, man. It might be a new woman that's just outrageously beautiful, you know, that you just thought of in your head or something like that. Or it might be some type of power that you want. It might be some type of world that you want to visit, or some type of whatever it is. Before you even pray for it, the Most High, He's going to answer your prayer. He's going to give you whatever you was about to ask for, man. That's how connected we are. That's how much the Father loves His kids, man. That's how much our Father loves us, man. Before we even pray for it, He's going to answer our prayer, and it's going to be presented before us, man. As far as a woman, I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know if He's just going to manifest the woman right there, or He's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's going to happen if you ask for a woman. But whatever you ask for, hey, the Most High, He already knows it. He got He's the future, the present, and the past. He knows everything. So before you even ask for, He already knew you was finna ask for it before He even created everything. So of course He know a way to give it to you. You know, whatever it is, whatever you asking for, He already knows you're gonna ask for it. So before you even pray for it, hey, He's already giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? And I just found that to be amazing, man. But you know, I just wanted to go on a quick rant, you know, and bring out a couple of scriptures on the kingdom of heaven, man. Even though we got a little taste of it, of what it's gonna be like, hey, we don't really know nothing, man. Like the scriptures say, hey, it ain't even entered into our mind the things that He got prepared for us. So it haven't even crossed our mind the things that we gonna see and that we gonna hear, you know. So with that being said, man, hey, brothers, keep the faith. Sisters, keep the faith. You know what I mean? And let's go hard. We at the end, man, so let's go hard. Let's finish strong, man, so we can get these rewards. You know? Do these works, so, hey, let's finish hard so we can get these rewards, man. And let's enjoy it for the rest of eternity. You know what I'm saying? Let's be in our glory for the rest of eternity, man. So with that being said, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth.